So now I'm going to try to change out this PVC valve, and I decided that I'm going to change the whole thing. So I went ahead and ordered this, canceled it because I decided to come down here to check and see if this was bad. I got all these off on the front and thought that just that little back piece, I should be able to just get it to pop off, and it busted it. But it comes off, which is probably going to be hard to do. But mine looks good. It doesn't look too bad. I mean, I've seen people posting a lot worse, but I mean, I don't think it's that bad. The spring's right there. But down in here, it's pretty gunky. I'll go ahead and get you guys closer, see what I'm talking about. But you can see it's pretty gunky in there. But since this isn't that bad, I decided to go ahead and replace this whole thing here. So that's what I'm getting ready to do. And I also decided to pull this one off to see if it was clogged, and it looks clean. But these are pretty hard to get off because you can't really get your hands down in there. But it's honestly pretty simple. You're just pushing up and down on these things to push the sides out, to clip them off. But they're actually pretty hard to get off of there. Just really try to focus on pushing them both in at the same time and then just wiggling it off. But like I said, you're going to scrape your knuckle on here and on this. So it's a little hard to get off of there. All right, I ordered this one off Amazon. I'll have a link in the description. Has that seal here. So it's all pushed down in there. And then it has a small little rubber and a big rubber. When I pull that one off, I'll also put them beside each other so you can check them out. All right, I'm using a T30. I'm going to try to first just do it without taking this off, but almost everybody else is taking those off just because it's easier. But if I can do it without it, I'm going to try to do it without it. Since there's a little bit of dirt in there, I'm just going to go ahead and blow mine out. There's two more in here that I didn't get off. I noticed some of them are replacing all the way over to this. Mine's only this part, so that might be another reason why they're taking all that off. But hopefully I don't have to replace that part. Mine just comes with this. Alright, let's try to pop this off. You can see it looks like it's already wanting to come off with that piece. There's mine, there's that whole thing. So, looks like it's gonna just slide out of there then. Let's try that. I may not be able to do it with that. So I'm gonna go ahead and pop that one out. looks like why they're taking it all off, because I'm not getting it this way. So I'm gonna go ahead and, there we go. All right. Bastards. Pull one of these out of there. No, it's not coming out of there. Just this, but these things looks like they're in there. I'm gonna wiggle it and just try to pull up on it. But yeah, they're in there pretty good. I've seen some other people having troubles with this, and they're taking a zip tie and they're putting it around the front, one on the top so they can grab it, and then yanking it up. So if yours are really tight, you may have to do that. This should come out now. You can see down in there. A little dirty here. I'm going to clean it a little bit. And where those little rubber gaskets, bushings, one's here. You see the blue one here, and the other one is right here. That's where those are going to be replaced too. Okay, here's a side-by-side comparison. Looks pretty close. I don't see too much difference. And then right away I can see this has this thing, and there's not any instructions. But that does look different. You can see that it has a whole different setup over there. But everything else looks pretty identical. Alright, I'm going to try to get these little rubber gaskets replaced. Seal. I hear them called both. Let me know in the comments what you think they are. I definitely hear them always call. I don't like calling it a gasket because I think it's like the gasket is between two pieces that stay there. This is more of a seal. anyway, that one is way bigger than the other one, so I may be putting that one back on there, because that is going to be way too big. So yeah, we'll even see if that's the same size real fast. They look to be the same size, but I'm going to put this blue one back on there, because you can see that's way bigger. Go ahead and start putting those screws back in there. Before I do that, I probably should go ahead and hook that back up in there too. Let's do that. There we go. I just have a feeling this. Go on that. No, go on there. Good. Good. Still probably gonna back out and let's get it down in there. Yes. Slide it in there because it's not worth it here. There it goes. Not tightening these down yet, I'm just getting them in there so I know that they are gonna, all these screws are gonna slide in there. Okay, now I'm gonna tighten them down snug. Pop all those back in there. This back on there. Alright. Now I think everything's hooked back up already. Looks good. I'm going to go ahead and start it up. Alright, after I changed out that PVC valve, I'm still getting the same three codes. The P2187, P0236, and the P0234. The car's still running good. I actually haven't really had any problems other than when I first got it. The turbo wasn't kicking on, and I got that valve thing that lets the turbo open up after it got replaced. The turbo has been kicking on fine. I think it does run a little bit better now, but it wasn't much of an issue. But before I changed this PVC valve, when the car was running, I could pull the dipstick out and it would normally die. So I could, before it died, I could put the dipstick back in and it would stay running. But when I pulled that dipstick out, it would sputter like it's gonna die, and many times it just died. So it's not doing that now. So I would say that's a plus. But those 3 codes are still going, and those are the main 3 codes that I was changing this for. So I thought I'd let you guys know that.